Crew, got a bit of a different video for you today. We're just holidaying down here at Port Stephens, currently at Nelson Bay. Lucky enough to have a hire car for the week, so thought I'll just give you a quick review and overview of that car. Hopefully a bit of different content, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. So what do we got? Here it is. We've got, I'll just zoom out a little bit, and we've got a BMW 330i. I think it's 2022 model, possibly 2023. It's got some M logos on it, so and some M brakes, so it's a upgrade model. Not exactly sure the exact edition of it, but it certainly drives nice enough. So I'll do a quick walk around and then take you for a spin and show you the inside later on as well. Just from a styling perspective, very normal for the BMW 3 Series sedans, just a nice looking car, sedate with just some nice body lines on it, and looks good. This one's got some 19-inch alloys on it, which I'm not a huge fan of myself, but they do suit the car okay. It's got the blue M calipers on it and some reasonable size discs as well behind those wheels as well. So it does have an extra speed dent, which you might notice in the passenger door there as well, which is a bonus. Just have a quick walk around. So the front styling here, you either love it or hate it on them with the big grills. Personally, I really like the look of these. Took me a while to get used to them. I hated them when they first released the car, but now that I'm used to it, I actually really like it. The LED headlights look nice, and the colour similar to a Nardi grey from Audi that was released a few years back, and I think it really suits this car and looks good on it. Typical stuff like the LED lights and indicators on it as well. Sunroof, power sunroof. The last one of these that I drove was a 92 E36 318i. And the actual styling of them, and they've kept it pretty similar in that you'd recognise them as the same car, but obviously a hell of a lot of upgrades since 1992 as well. Love the back styling of it. It's got the twin exhaust tips on it. They are a inline 4-cylinder 2-litre and turbocharged. I think they have about 250 horsepower in other words, and certainly enough power to put you back in your seat and make you feel like you're going alright. I think they've got the same motor in the 320i as well, but they've just tuned it up more for the 330i. It's got the, I don't know whether you call it shark fin aerial anymore or not, but they look kind of shark finish, and obviously around this side's exactly the same as the other, apart from, as I said, that little speed dent on the passenger door. So these cars retail for, it's about 100,000 roughly. Second hand, probably looking at about 75 at the moment. Would I buy one with my own money? Probably not, but certainly enjoying driving it at the moment. And anyway, we'll jump in the car and take you for a spin in a minute and show you the inside as well. Trying to work out where the hell I'm going, but I thought I'd just take you for a quick drive in the car and talk through a couple of things. So I mentioned before the car's got about 250 horsepower, which isn't overly power, but certainly enough to make it push you back in your seat a little bit when you accelerate. And I assume the gearing they've got right to make it feel like it's quicker than what it actually is as well. So yeah, as for the comfort of the interior and stuff like that, like all the electrical features you can imagine, so leather everything and electric everything, navigation, but apart from shut up navigation, is that the seats encourage you to cut back a couple of kilos because the bolsters are pretty tight, and if I was on a longer trip, I'd probably find it a little bit uncomfortable to sit in. But apart from that, it's perfect as you'd expect. Okay, so while we're sort of just cruising around, having a look through the suburbs and that, Rach, what do you think's the best thing about the car?
I like the colour and the display and the exhaust.
Yeah, probably a couple of my favourite things too. The colour definitely suits the car really well, and that infotainment unit is fantastic as well. It's like having a widescreen TV in your car, and really easy to navigate through. And BMW did something really sensible. They've also put a separate volume knob on it for turning up and down the stereo, which makes it heaps easier than trying to push buttons on the infotainment unit at the same time as driving. So overall, I'd say the comfort levels and the drivability of this car are fantastic. And if it wasn't for the $100,000 price tag, I'd be really keen on having one just to drive as an everyday car. Just lastly, give you guys a quick view of just the interior of the car as well. Open up just on the driver's side, so there's the seating, which is really nice trim. Love the little blue stitching through the black leather. I'm not so keen on, I'm not sure what they call this pattern here. It's like a fake carbon sort of thing, but doesn't look like carbon, doesn't look like much, so I'm not a fan of that. Got 3 buttons here in the center console. The one Sport, Comfort and Eco Pro, so all of them are pretty useless apart from the Sport one, which is what you'd spend most of your time driving in if you actually want to drive. Steering wheel's nice and comfortable, got all your usual controls on it, and a safety pillow in the event of an accident. Just have a look at in the boot and the back as well. So I haven't spent any time in the back yet, but looks neat enough, looks like it should. And just open up the boot. So it took me a while to work the remote, and that's just the boot space in there as well, and remote close. And apart from, you can see just on top of the sunroof there, apart from showing the engine bay, which I'm sure is a whole heap of plastic covers, and that's probably, I'll wrap the video up at this point. But thanks again for tuning in. Feel free to give us a like, comment, ask any questions you might have, or even better, subscribe to the channel to get some more content. Cheers guys.